was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good one.
At least you said something this time.
Really pushing on it. I don't really want to.
I know we're pushing you. That's
You
the
know,
point.
it's weird when you can hear confidence and nerves from
Yeah,
both
no,
sides.
yeah.
Like,
It is, isn't
you
it?
hear confidence going in, a bit of nervousness, and confidence. Yeah,
it was, wasn't it?
yeah.
It's just
Something good. I can't wait. Honestly, I think that's made up. Honestly, it's a shame it's not for like we could have done. It'd have been a great good main event, Carl.
It would, yeah.
You know,
It would.
just-
Maybe we'll do a rematch if it's a good fight.
Yeah.
Konread can schedule. So today we're at Balls Pro Boxing Gym, joined by Adam Dent, Reece, Bradford and Konread. Just having a general chit chat about the June 15th show. Over the ropes is what we're calling it, hence why we're all leaning over the ropes. There's Mr. Reece, there's Mr. Konread, here's me and Adam. So Adam, June 15th, pro fight number 3.
Yep.
Ahead, decent guy coming across from France.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think?
I'm looking forward to a challenge. I think this one's going to be a bit of a step up, and it's what I need. I'm hoping that we're going to have a good fight, and it should spring me in the right step to where I want this to go. So I'm looking forward to the fight. I'm looking forward to have a good competitive, professional fight.
Yeah, I mean, the guy we've picked looks good. Looks very in shape, very strong, come forward fighter. I mean, you've watched his last few fights on YouTube.
Yeah.
I know he does a bit on white collar bit as well, doesn't he, in his native country. But strong guy, yeah. I think it's a test. I think it's the right test as well. At the right time. You've had Marty Kays, and you've had the late step in last time, so you need somebody who's going to test you. And I think this French guy.
I think it will be
the
a test,
one.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, 4 rounds, step up to 6 next time.
Yeah.
And then we're looking for Mr. Huggins, aren't we, after that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, he called me out and then decided not to step me up. We were hopefully going to put something together for June, but then.
I think it's because Konread gave him a bit of a run for his money.
Well,
I think he thought that was going to be easier than what it were, and it weren't. So then now.
He still called me out at the end of the fight, and I thought, well, if you're going to call me out, you want to live up to your word. He said you want to be in June, but no, he doesn't. So, look, I'm happy to wait. I'm happy. I'm happy to fight him. So, whenever that may be it August, November, whenever at this point in the year, me and him, I'm sure we're going to meet it.
I think probably November for that, probably. I think August probably be too soon for him, to be fair. I don't think his team will take it when I spoke to him last night. But you never know. And I think, to be fair, wise from their point of view, where you're written in the gym, you know, on pads and on sparring especially, you look really good. I don't think Garen's probably ready just yet for yourself.
He's game enough. I think it'd be a good fight between me and him. Again, he's another one that's a come forward fighter. He's not going to back away from it. He's not shy. It's all right. Fought with Konread. He went shy with Konread. Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah. I think we'll just take it step by step and then look for a title maybe back end of the year, something little. Get things moving.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Nice to have something like that. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, his fight good. We've got Marty Kays. I mean, I had him first. So
I'm going to ask you about that. So Garen versus Marty Kays, how do you think that goes?
I think Garen needs to just be careful not to punch himself, because you can go in there swinging at Marty Kays, but as we know, that man can take a punch. He's not one that you're just going to go in and ball out, because that man he's a very tough fighter, and people look at his record and I think they overlook him a little bit. But when you're in that ring with him, he's a
different animal.
He is, yeah, and he lives for it. I've got a lot of respect for people like Marty Kays, and I think it'd be a nice little test. Yeah, let's see how Garen gets on with.
See, I really like Garen. I think Garen's
he's a good
got potential. I think he's a nice skilled boxer. I think Konread took him way out his comfort zone. But I did say to his team before that Konread can make anybody look like bad because his style's so different to anybody else. Because his jiu-jitsu background and judo, I think his style's different. So I think he can look bad. So I think this time against more conventional boxer in Marty, other than the tricks he does, which there's plenty of them, he's like a circus act at times in the ring, and he bless him. But I think it's a real test. I think Marty could really bring a surprise if Garen's not on the game. So
yeah,
I think it's probably again the right step, but a tough step.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to watching it. Hopefully. And
then we've got a lot of the guys coming in from the team last time from Malta side. They're fighting, which is probably going to be looking at one of your opponents in future in junior.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen a few clips from their gym. on social media and whatnot, and they all look like good boxers.
They're all good.
Good, yeah, very good
well
boxers.
developed.
Yeah, look like they're definitely in the right business.
That's a test for next year.
Definitely, yeah.
Early next year, probably February. Got Ellie having a 6-rounder because of torn bicep. So she just 6-rounder, steady opponent, and then she's defending August 24th at WBA, and we're hoping WBO as well. So that'll be good for a vacant title. WBO, that's more or less over the line at the minute. So that's exciting, and it again gives you guys a channel and a platform to see where you can go once you've ticked the boxes of the domestic and international titles.
Definitely, yeah.
What we're going to try and do with you guys. So on to the one that we've been chatting about in the gym with Reece and Konread. UK versus Poland, and as Konread called it, the king of workshop, I think, didn't say. So we will see, won't we? I mean, we've been in here with them together, which is very different, and we've been in here when they're on their own. I mean, I'm not going to get into that part of it yet. I'm going to wait till I speak to them both directly. I'm going to let each other know what each other's been saying. I'm not going to pull any punches, excuse the pun. But what's your feelings? And we spar both.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I'm hoping to get my fight done that way, get changed as quick as possible, so I can still watch their fight. Definitely, because it's going to be a cracker. I think I can't call it either way. Like I say, I've sparred both of them. Konread style's awkward. Reece is more conventional with his fighting. So I think it's going to be a bit mixed up. Honestly, I can't call it either way.
It's a good
thing. 6 rounds as well, so it'll be interesting.
6 rounds when we try for 8 as well. I mean, I think if we'd have got, I mean, I'm happy still to do that. I'll speak to the board and see what these guys want to do, but because it's not going to affect the money so much because they both agreed what they're going to do. But I mean, obviously, I like both lads a lot. Known them both many years. Knew Reece through amateurs. I knew Konread. Obviously, Konread boxed here several years as amateur. Reece come down here a lot as well, sparring, etc. It's a good fight. I mean, Reece has got the natural school of boxing behind him. He's been trained well, you know, in various gyms he's been to. He's done the job right. Very fast hands. And one thing I say about Reece is spiteful puncher.
Yeah,
he likes to hurt you, and if he gets you hurt, he'll definitely finish you. So Konrad's got to be aware of that. But Konrad's so good on the inside, and he leans on you and puts his body weight. Well, you've seen it.
Always explosive.
You're like everywhere.
Yeah. Always explosive in the first round as well. So I think that'll be it. Because, Reece, his 2 fights that he's had, they haven't been very long fights. No. And his opponents haven't been one to come forward at him. And I think that's going to be a bit of a change because probably when that bell rings, Konrad's going to be straight in his face, straight at him. So it'll be interesting to see how Reece copes with that. Yeah. But it can be good. It's going to be a really good fight. And
if you think about it, Konread did 10 rounds in Scotland.
Yeah.
It didn't really look faded or jaded in that fight.
No.
Close fight. I mean, I thought it should have been either 1 round either or it was a good fight. Reece only done a couple, but can spar several in the gym.
Yeah.
But again, sparring's different to fighting. And like I said about the inside, I remember spar last week with you and Konread. You know, we had to talk about some tips to get him off you because he does lean.
His
arms that to the side, and it's not illegal, but it's clever.
It's awkward as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to box around. Yeah.
And it drains your legs, doesn't it? So it's tiring. So Reece has definitely got to be aware of that. I've spoke to Reece about that, but
that's the speed of Reece against Konread.
Speed kills, doesn't it?
It does.
You know what I mean? Timing beats speed, and again, Reece has got really good timing. Konrad's timing's different. It's more awkward, but it's got good timing. Konread, it's fairly heavy, and he has looked better at the lower weight.
It's been tougher to spar since he dropped the weight, which sounds a
crazy.
Bit, wrong way round. But when he was at light heavyweight, I found it a little bit easier to spar with him. But you can see his speed's come on a little bit better since he's lost the weight.
Yeah, definitely.
It was definitely different sparring him last week. Could see the difference in him with the weight that's dropped. I sparred Reece for a couple of weeks, but again, I know what Reece is like. Like I say, spiteful puncher.
Very, yeah.
And if he sees the opening, he takes it. He's quick with it. So
it's these Carlton boys. they get brought up in the Carlton club and it's spiteful punching. So I think he's been went through that. It's like the Shameless estate in it, Manchester. It's like that up there. It can be very brutal in that club. So we'll see. But I think it's one of them, innit? It's having a 60-40 either way. Oh, it
Can't
could be
call it. Yeah,
50-50.
I think.
Who starts best?
Yeah, I think that first round will be interesting. Whichever way that first round goes, I think will be set the tone for the fight. But
What have you thought about the comments of the gym and that? I mean, I'm going to speak to them directly, and maybe you're going to tap into it as well. That's the Conrad's point about tapping in and tapping out with the MMA fight that he is. But I mean, there's been a lot said, hasn't there?
yeah, there's been comments
A
on
lot
both
said,
sides.
especially when they've not both been together. So we'll highlight that. But I mean, Conrad's very good at the mental side, and he tries not to get involved. Reece loves the banter side, and he likes to rile his opponent. So it is a bit chalk and cheese in it, but. The king of workshop maybe be announced soon. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, definitely.
So over to you then, Konread. So Konread, me and Adam's just had a chat over the ropes about yours and Reece's fight. You know what we think and what we've witnessed in here, what we think could happen, what we think your game plan could be. Tell me, what happens June 15th? How do we approach it?
I don't have one game plan. It's just I always adapt into the situation on the ring. It's like I know what the best things what he can do is like what is the best part of his boxing is just I'm prepared for that and I will adapt it to situation. We see what's happened is like it's boxing, one punch can finish fight. And it's like I'm ready for 6, 8, 10 rounds. We see what's happened.
You feel better at Super Welter. You look better.
Yeah, look, I definitely will go lower even. I even thinking going to 66 or maybe 62.
I think you have more girlfriends now at this weight coming for you at the super welterweight. You now look more feasible to the female.
I don't know. That is thing what I don't really think about is that is I only focus on boxing for only talking about fight. It's not about like outcome what coming extra. It's just bonus. It's like extra pay.
Are you expecting what you think of Reece, or are you expecting him to come with something different? How do you think he's going to come out fast or slow? What do you reckon? Because he's a quick starter in it. I know you are, but he's like comes out electric and he like wants to get it done.
I don't really thinking what I'm thinking what can be more dangerous for me. It's like I know what is the best on film. It's definitely speed. Speed is totally very good. It's like speed is the most thing what I'm like maybe scared about it. But I see even on my side how long I'm going lower, that speed even my speed going up. How long the legs will be working that I can adopt it to that speed. We see what's happening. It's like
Yeah, I think that's been evident in sparring. What me and Adam were talking about, innit? Adam, his sparring has been better
Definitely. Yeah.
at that weight, even though you've kept your strength on the inside. So, but again, that comes back to your background and your jiu-jitsu and judo background. I'd imagine that hard to put your body weight on somebody who's a little bit smaller than you, as in like frame.
it's like I just try use it. It's like it's part of game plan. It's like using body weight. If you know how to use it and you don't lose energy doing that, you're doing it's all is game plan. Especially when you're fighting with somebody big and you know if you try fighting just on the outfit and keep jabbing and things like that, then you need to start using body weight. You don't have size. Size helping with body weight.
It's an interesting one. Reece, the Colton Conqueror. Obviously, we've heard us chat. You've heard Konread chat. Tell me, what's happening on June 15th from your point of view?
Well, I reckon I've got advantages on everything really. Speed, power. I like boxing if I want to. But if I want to go toe-to-toe, I go toe-to-toe. I'm not fussed. But I don't think he'll any chance of winning because more later rounds. He wants at 6, 8, 10 rounds, but he gets knackered after 3, 4.
No, we've seen you sparring here. Obviously, Adam's been here.
Yeah.
You sparred several rounds now, haven't you? And you look sharp in sparring. I've sparred a lot of my amateurs, at a good level as well. And you've done, you know what I mean, a lot better than you did on the last camp. So you're fresher. You look more in shape. You know what I mean? You look ready for this fight. It's a good fight because look, either way, you know, if you lose it, it's bragging rights in gym, but it's also your own personal pride for both boys. So I think You've got to be on your game. Konread can be awkward.
Yeah, I know it can be awkward. I've sparred him before, did a couple of rounds a week, and also I sparred him years ago.
What do you take from sparring with Konread? What do you take from it?
I don't think he'll. I think he'll trouble me sometimes, but it's not much trouble. He got same as a rhythm. He's in a rhythm all the time. It's same thing every time. He ain't got no in his pocket. Like I can be whichever you want me to be. So I can box, I can fight, I can all these styles I can do, and he's just got one style, and that's swing for his life.
So, right, let's get into it then. So, how'd you win this fight? You just said, Mr. Reece has just said that all you've got, mate, is swing for your life. How'd you answer that? Are you some kind of jungle artist? Are you Tarzan? Have you got more to your locker than that?
If you think I'm Tarzan, I'm happy with that. It's like,
What, so he's going to be your Jane on the nights then?
yeah.
Oh. Okay. So he's saying that you're below him. You know what I mean? He's saying that you're only acceptable to be his Jane. You're not. You can't be his king of the jungle. So what we're saying?
Coming off his 4 losses, I'm sure I'd make him my bitch if anything.
4 losses. What's your answer to that? So they've been admirable losses, or they've been bad losses?
It's boxing is sport. I don't looking really for like how long I'm happy with my performance. The result is second point. It's I'm doing this for enjoy. It's like no always is more important winning. Is I won't be happy for my performance. It's like if I will be happy and I will get good outcome, people will be happy, then everybody will be happy.
But I mean, the biggest thing I've noticed in this camp, and Adam will probably will agree with me on this, you've kind of avoided each other in here. There's obviously some you've generated some bad blood between you. I mean, I've heard it when you've talked to us on his own and stuff like that. What is it that you don't like about him or dislike his approach to you? What is it that riles you a little bit? Because there's obviously something, because you've said it to us and you can tell in your body language when you're around each other. It doesn't always bond well. What is it? What is it about him that irritates you a little bit?
I don't know what exactly happened. Something just started irritating me, but that might be good thing for this fight because it get me extra motivation to train. It's like I probably last time trained that hard 7-8 years ago. Then it's like it's good. The weight going smoothly down. I'm nearly there, and it's like we see what's happened. Still plenty of time be working on little different things and what can be a little surprise. Then we see.
So you irritate him, Reece. Obviously, you rile him up.
Time.
Yeah, I can believe it. But Konread, what do you think of him as a personality?
As a person, I respect him as a person.
What about a boxer?
Fighting him.
No respect.
I just don't believe he should be in it, really. He can't box. He's a one-dimensional. He just tries and brawls. But he wants to win all the time, but he ain't got him. Like, he's more a journeyman than like.
So no winning
fight.
mentality. Reece says he shouldn't be in boxing. You know what I mean? What's your answer to that? That's quite deep, isn't it? You know what I mean? Somebody saying that about you. That's basically, just crediting everything you've done.
What I can say, if you think I'm journeyman, there will be half journeyman on the 15th of June. It's like he will get journey, 8-round or 6-round journey, and we see what's happened after that.
So you're taking him on a journey.
I take him on a journey, yeah. I take him for the trip.
So you're on a trip on the June 15th, Reece. So you got your plane ticket ready. You got your suitcase packed because Konread says you need it. He's going to school you in here.
There's one boring fucking journey, to be honest.
How far do you think it's going to go? Do you think it's going to go full distance or do you think there's going to be a stoppage?
Are you going to knock him out?
I will. Well, I'm hoping it knocking out, but it's one of them. I think I will. I think it won't go. Depends how many rounds. If it's 6, it'll be closer to points, but more rounds there is, less he'll last, I think.
Right.
Because there's only so much you can take. It's 10 ounce gloves, no head guards. I nearly took his fucking head off last time. So and that was 2 rounds. So another fucking fight, he's gonna feel it, innit?
So 2 rounds recently had you out in here, according to Reece. So, I mean, you told me the other day that, you know, it's no problem, I destroy him. So, that's what he said to me.
Yeah, he couldn't catch me every time ran towards me. It fucking went through ropes instead of me.
Konread?
If you're talking about the sparring, we both on this sparring not going like for
Full power.
for even we don't try showing our skills. We try testing things and things like that. I'm ready for distance. I'm ready for distance. Of course, if I got occasion to catch him, I will use that. It's like we both got some game plans. It's like he can't thinking he win by knockout. That will not happen on this weight. It's no chance. Maybe when we're going lower weight, then maybe he got a bigger chance for knockout. But no, on 69. There's no even chance. He probably will be weight 67. Will be test for him, good test for him. If his first fight, I don't know if he's a good choice fighting with me on that point, but we see.
I think it's too early.
I think it's too early.
What's your prediction on it then? How do you think it's going to go?
Will be tough. Will be tough for
Think
me.
distance or?
It's hard to say. I'm thinking I got something on the back of head when I fighting Mamoras going on distance, but one action finish fight is you never know. It's like it's boxing. We both can hit hard. It's like we see. But
What would you? What if you could pick? Would you rather take it the full distance and school him that way, or would you rather try to knock him out?
Yeah,
Where do you want?
It's the
him
most
to go?
satisfaction in that, like Adam says. Because he says he's a better boxer than you, he's got better credentials than you. He's already said your box is terrible, and he shouldn't be in here for that. So if you go 8 rounds with him, win or lose, is that a win anyway? Because obviously he says you shouldn't be in here. He says, you know, you're not his level. So what's the, you know, if you went 8 rounds and you lost, do you feel like you'd be still a winner in that?
I don't know if distance will be winner. Winner is always one. That person would get hands up. It's like you're thinking I'm no should be there. We see that. I think I can manage be look you awful, and if my game plan is happen and everything, if I would be healthy, not have any injury till the end of camp, I even can look on second of part of the fight. You will be even slower than me. Now that I think what happened. If you know finish me on first 4, you will have much troubles on the end. But there's only my prediction about side of conditioning of this fight. I think it will be good fight. It will be interesting fight, and I think people want more kind of this fight.
So Reece, past 4 rounds then, now looking into Mr. Konrad's eyes and demeanour, he says you're going to be slower than him anyway. So he says 4 rounds, you're not going to have your speed, you're going to become less productive, you're not going to be able to catch him because your speed's disappeared. What do you think?
Well, I don't know how he got his calculations, but I've never done 4 fucking rounds. I've only done 30 seconds because that's all it lasts. So I don't know where he's got the calculations from. Because he's never sparred me that long. And he's never seen me spar that long. He's never seen me train, really.
Would you like to knock him out after what he said about your boxing now today? Today he's basically said quite a few things about you that, after you're not his level, as in time-wise, spent in the ring.
Well, I've had longer time in the ring than he's had eating up dinners, so he's had what, 15 fights altogether in boxing with his amateur record. Plus I've had 40 odd with him both.
What did you have? You had a bit more than that, didn't you, amateur?
Amateur, I got nearly 20, I think.
Yeah, I think
So I've got double.
Nearly 20, yeah.
Who's got the best, just on that point then, so Konread, before I go to Reece, so you were a silver medalist judo?
No, jiu-jitsu
Jiu-jitsu.
is on the world. Yeah,
So, yeah.
and Europe. Yeah, but
I
that's
know he's not
different.
looking into it, I know it's not the same sport, but who's got, I'm talking about your amateur background then, both sides then. Who's got the best amateur background, martial arts wise, combat sport?
It's two different sports. It's like it's just
I know,
like-
but look, I don't want to know about 2 different sports. I want you to tell me whether you've got a better history in combat sports than Reece.
I definitely got better history on combat. It's like I'll be on national team. I got about 800 fights. It's like I've been on this sport 10 years in a row, and I've going 7, 8 times outside the country fighting. It's like it's different sport. You can get 4, 5, 6, 7 fights per day. It's different sport. It's kind of
Surely that's hard, isn't it? If you've got 7 fights a day compared to a Reece who did amateur and he only had one a day. Surely it's tough.
I say it's different fight. It's about the safety reason as well. On boxing, even on tournaments, you can have only 2 fights per day. I think. Then it's like it's kind of different discipline. It's like
Oh yeah, I understand that. Reece, he says he's got bigger background, more experience.
He probably has, but we're not fucking rolling about, tell me.
Yeah.
It don't really matter. I've probably got better amateur experiences.
What happens? What happens when that first bell goes? First round. What do we do? What is your intentions with him? You're going to catch him early, see how he takes your punches, speed.
Well, we're seeing from another week that looks put 2 rounder. He's just gonna run at me. I'll move out now. I'm gonna move out way, gonna come forward and 10. But it's not, I didn't say it could end there, but I reckon it'll take a couple of rounds just for him to work. Because it's not like sparring, I'm gonna hurt with every punch I throw, so he don't hurt with every punch he throws, hit me back at head. I might have a fucking headache by the time he gets round. But he's not very accurate with his punching, what I'm trying to say.
So this keeps getting brought up. This about you hitting Reece round back head. What's happening with that? Do you hit him round back head?
I don't know. I think he talking about leaning on him when missing shot. I don't hit him on the back or the head.
Yeah, I didn't say he did it on purpose, but he just does because he's not like an accurate puncher. It's
If you don't put head on the pocket, then you will not hitting on the back on the head.
well, no, I'll just move out of the way and punch yours then.
Right then, boys, it's been a good one. I think today's highlighted quite a lot of things. There's only one winner on the night. Final decision, final words, Konread, for Reece. I want you to give Reece a couple of words from you to him. What happens? Tell him. Don't tell us. Tell him.
What I should
Tell
tell
him.
him. It's fine. It's
We want to know.
simple rules.
Football
fine.
want to know.
Well, public will
Tell him.
Will be fine. Will be cracking fine. Will be a lot fireworks. I will not try scaring anybody or say what's happened. If you want to see what's happened, just come to 15 June and watch. That is the best answer for that. Is whatever we say, we'll not changing anything on 15 June. We will be fight. I hope we'll be cracking one because I don't want a short fight. I hope we both will fighting. Just that's it.
Reece, tell Konread, June 15th, what are you going to do to him? How's it going to end?
Better get medics at sign it ring, haven't
That's it. Right, are we having an handshake, boys, between you? Good luck to both.